Hi, my name is Farah and today I'll be presenting about characteristics of phylum Arthropods. Before we start our video, did you know that 80% of known animals are arthropods? But I don't think my cat is an arthropod because it doesn't fit in any characteristics of arthropods. So first, let's talk about class Insecta, or what we generally call as insect. When we look at an insect, what do we see? In its body region, it has head, abdomen, and thorax. Let's take a look at an insect's head. There are large compound eyes, a pair of antennae, and modified mouth parts for licking, piercing, and sucking. The labrum, a pair of mandibles, a pair of maxillae, labium, tongue-like hypopharynx are used for sucking. As we all know, most insects have 2 pairs of wings and 3 pairs of walking legs attached to a thorax. Up next, Insecta go through metamorphosis. There are 2 types of metamorphosis, complete and incomplete. In complete metamorphosis, insects change completely from adolescent to adulthood. For instance, larvae turn into mosquito and caterpillar turn into butterfly. Also, in incomplete metamorphosis, insects undergo shedding to grow even more. Next, Insecta respiratory system has internal tubes and sacs. Gases either diffuse or actively pumped to deliver oxygen directly to the needed tissues via trachea. There's an opening on the sides of insect's abdomen that's called spiracles. Here, air is taken. Spiracle acts like the nose for insects. Other than that, the excretion of nitrogenous waste occurs via Maffigian tubules. The nervous system for Insecta is also complex. It includes a number of ganglia, which supply nerves to successive segments of the body, a ventral and double nerve cord. Insects are also dioecious. They mostly practice internal fertilization. Dioecy is a characteristic of a species, meaning that it has distinct individual organisms that produce male or female gametes, either directly or indirectly. Did you know that Insecta is actually the most successful group? Well, you might be asking, how can such a small creature like a butterfly can be so successful? Well, the insect adaptation can be self-explanatory. Let's go! First, effective reproduction. Insects produce many offspring, with many species produce several generations a year. For instance, the female housefly can lay anywhere from 75 to 150 eggs in a batch. She can lay an estimated 5 or 6 batches of eggs during her lifetime, starting on average about 12 days after reaching full maturity. That's actually like an insane number. Second, small size. Because of the small size, insects requires less energy and time needed for development. Other than that, they can hide easily from predators. Third, insects have the ability to communicate. They can communicate with each other in many ways. For instance, male moth sends pheromones of female moths. Last but not least, insects is the only invertebrate that can fly. Insects have wings to disperse within habitats and allow rapid movement to escape from predators. Our next class is Arachnida, which includes scorpions and spiders. Arachnids has 2 body regions, which is cephalothorax and abdomen. Cephalothorax has 6 pairs of appendages. First pair modified into fang-like structure for feeding and defense. Second pair of appendages are modified into pedipalps for feeding, locomotion, and reproductive. The rest of appendages are used for walking. Unlike insects, Arachnida doesn't have antennae, and its respiration system is trachea or gill-like structure. Last but not least, class Merastomata. In my opinion, this is like the most interesting part of arthropods because it has existed from 500 million years ago. Merastomata includes the now extinct sea scorpions, Eurypterida, and its extant species is horseshoe crabs. What's interesting about Merastomata is its whole body covered by carapace. Carapace bears a pair of simple eyes and compound eyes. Its body is divided into two regions: cephalothorax, walking legs, first pair called feeding legs or pedipalps, and abdomen consists of fused segments. Abdominal legs have the openings of the reproductive organs. Merostomata has gills called book gills for gaseous exchange. Merostomata also has telson, a long spike-like tail for locomotion. The horseshoe crab uses its telson to steer and right itself if it becomes inverted in the tidal zone. In conclusion, all arthropods possess an exoskeleton, bilateral symmetry, jointed appendages, segmented bodies, and specialized appendages. The major arthropod classes can be separated by comparing their number of body regions, legs, and antennae. That's all from me. Thank you. Bye.